What is going on, guys? My name is Clash with Nicholas. I'm bringing you another episode of Clash Royale, and today I have a couple of complaints for you guys. So I've been playing a couple of matches on my second account and also on my main account too, and I've been noticing that a lot of people have been using the graveyard lately, and I feel like that a new meta is coming out, and it's the graveyard, and the graveyard is extremely OP. Basically, if nobody doesn't know what the graveyard is, it's a spell card, and it's a legendary card, and you can spawn skeletons anywhere on the field. And what people usually do with this card is that it's usually a giant graveyard or a different combination of like cards that are not, utilized with the giant. And if the tower's being distracted by some type of tank or whatever, their skeletons can do a lot of damage and possibly take your tower down. So the skeletons, are weak, but they can do some massive damage if you don't do nothing about it. And I've been going up against a lot of people using the graveyard, and it's getting out of hand now because mostly every single battle that I've been playing against people, there's always some type of graveyard combination, even if it's not the giant. And to be honest, I feel like the graveyard should have been nerfed a long time ago, but Supercell apparently is not looking at the card, which in my opinion they should. There's a lot of problems that I think they should work around with. I mean, it's not going to be easy because me personally, I don't know what kind of nerf that a graveyard would need. If they decrease the radius, for instance, honestly that could be a benefit because the skeletons will not hit the king tower and all that stuff. But what I was thinking is maybe, spawn less skeletons or something. I don't know. But there's going to have to be some type of work being done. And there's also two other cards, too, that I wanted to mention in this video, and it's the Elite Barbarians and the Hog Rider. So the Elite Barbarians were nerfed about 2 months ago. I think they had a nerf on their HP and their hit points. I'm sorry, on their hit points and their damage. But I've also been noticing, too, that a lot of people, still use them. I mean, obviously you don't want to make a card go to shit. You want to make it still decent to use. But I've been having a lot of problems with, going up against people using the Elite Barbarians because, let's just say, I went for a huge push, I'm broke, and all of a sudden they play the Elite Barbarians, which cost 6 elixir, and then the next thing you know, my tower's down. So they only had to do was spend 6 elixir, and I had, jack shit to play to counter it, and next thing you know, my tower's down. So what I was thinking, maybe Supercell could probably give them an HP nerf and probably make them a little bit slower, or make them slower and just keep the current stats. Because I honestly liked the Elite Barbarians before. They were fair, but Supercell's like, you know what, we're just going to buff them and make them super OP. And then thirdly, the Hog Rider. The Hog Rider last year got a damage nerf, and I don't understand what the point of that was, because it was kind of pointless, because the Hog Rider still does a lot of damage. But besides the damage, I feel like the Hog Rider needs an HP nerf, because I've noticed that it can take a lot of hits, and it's a problem. And I feel like maybe lower down its hit points will make it a little bit easier to kill and counter, just because, it can take tons of hits, and it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to share you this one replay. So this Sparky got 2 shots off without recharging, so let's go ahead and fast forward this. I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong battle. That's the wrong battle. And he wasn't using a graveyard. This is the video. So just keep in mind, guys, that I feel like the main part of this video, though, is the graveyard. I feel like there's going to be a new meta coming out soon, and it's going to be the graveyard. And if no one does not know what the meta is, it's basically cards or a lot. It's like it's a certain thing that everyone's using to pick up wins easily. You know, just like Clash of Clans, everybody was using mass attack armies during the summertime to basically get 2 to 3 crown wins easily. I'm sorry, 3 stars. I'm sorry, not crowns. And this game, people are using certain cards or decks to get easier wins, which is honestly the most bullshit way because everyone knows that the card's good and it's guaranteed to give them a huge benefit. And I've gone through previous episodes about like meta cards in the past, and it sometimes can change. You know, people will start using a certain deck or card for a while, and then they'll change their mind and they'll start using different types of cards, like the Golem Lightning deck, but people stopped using that after a while, which I don't understand why, because the Lightning spell got a huge buff, and it now stuns, which is great. So if you guys were paying attention, the Sparky gave shot twice, and yeah, and didn't even charge. And Sparky I like the card. I like the design of the card. I just think, you know, maybe the card can be worked around a little bit. It's really easy to counter there for the most part. So, but if you're really good, you could use it. But Sparky needs some type of work, maybe an HP buff or something. So, I'm going to end my episode here, guys. If you want to see more of my Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and Boom Beach content, please hit the subscription button down below, and I will see you guys next time.